Welcome to the Smash Bros. Olympics. It is time for the final event of the Qualifier Round. We've seen Street Fighter, we've seen Smashkyball, and now it's time for Free-for-All. This is the last chance for teams to qualify for the Olympics. The top 4 teams have qualified, but for all the other teams, especially those bottom 8 teams, it will come down to the results of this event. The bracket will be double elimination. For anyone unfamiliar, let me explain. All teams will start in the top half, the winner's side. Each match, the top 2 teams will move on in the bracket, while the bottom 2 teams will be sent down to the bottom half, the loser's side. Teams that lose a second match will be eliminated from the bracket, and eventually, the winners and losers sides will meet in the grand finals to determine a winner. Well, let's get into it, starting with Winners Round 1. The first matchup is between Princess Party, Blue Brawlers, the Villains, and Team Genesis. As you can see, each match is a free-for-all between 4 different teams, 1 fighter from each team, 3 stocks each. Ridley starting things off with a triple kill. Greninja representing Blue Brawlers, the first to be knocked out. Palutena following shortly after, so they will be knocked down to the losers bracket. Just to clarify, there isn't much significance between getting first or second place, other than number of KOs, which is used as a tiebreaker. Mewtwo taking first place, but both Team Genesis and the Villains will be moving on. Four more teams are ready to go. It's Mushroom Kingdom, Big Brothers, Bad Boys, and the Legends. Another quick note. We know that KOs and damage dealt are also good indicators of skill, but Free-for-All is a game of survival, no matter the cost. Camping, teaming up, anything is fair game. But with that being said, these are all very talented athletes, and it's rare that we ever see a case of cheating. Big Brother's the first to go in this match, and I'm not sure quite what happened there, but Chuck Norris with the double KO eliminating Mushroom Kingdom. Snake takes it with 4 seconds left on the clock, and Bad Boys and the Legends will be moving on. Continuing with Winners Round 1, it's Darksiders, the Swordies, Team RPG, and Fire Emblem. The Swordies sitting comfortably in second place in the standings after winning the Smashkyball qualifier. On the other hand, Team RPG sitting in the bottom 8. They need to pick up the slack here. Free-for-all, such a tricky event because you have to be watching your back from all sides. Chrom taking Ganondorf and Joker down with him. And it's Joker and Team RPG who will take second place, living just a fraction of a second longer than Ganondorf. Wrapping up Winners Round 1, we have Team Extendo, Furry Fandoms, The Kiddos, and Indie Icons. Ness with a nice meteor on Byleth. And Incineroar with the Gimp at 0%. Byleth already down to their last stock. And Incineroar another one! Byleth is out just a minute and a half in. I don't know what is going on, but almost every KO has been a spike so far. Sans representing one of our new teams, Indie Icons, along with some familiar characters from Minecraft and Cuphead. They will be advancing to the winners' quarterfinals alongside Furry Fandoms. Speaking of the quarterfinals, that's what's coming up next. We have 8 teams advancing from round 1, and we have 8 teams that had a bye round 1. In this first quarterfinals match, it's PH Damage and Mecha Team who had the bye. Team Genesis giving Mewtwo a rest, and the Villains going with their brand new team member, Kazuya. And look at this madman! Can we see that again? 4 rapid parries in a row and then gets the KO on Ivysaur. Charizard getting revenge on his fallen teammate there. And again. And Kazuya, the first to be eliminated despite the strong start. Charizard just hanging on with 200%. And he ends up winning it. Mecha Team will also be advancing with Team Genesis to the winner semifinals. Fantasy Fighters, another team new to the Smash Bros. Olympics. They will be joining Bad Boys, Girl Power, and the Legends in this match. Unfortunately, Fantasy Fighters near the bottom of the standings. Girl Power actually in dead last. Wolf taken out by Pyra, and then Pyra taken out by the last hit of Bob Ross's recovery. Girl Power, a much needed win. They will be moving on along with the Legends. Even with 5 KOs, Pyra and Fantasy Fighters will be knocked down to the losers bracket. Team RPG, Puffball Collective, Fire Emblem, and the Avengers up next. Looking back at the standings, there is quite a substantial gap between the top 8 teams and everyone else. You can see Fire Emblem with 34 points, but then the Avengers jump down to 22. Fire Emblem is the only team I would consider relatively safe from elimination here. Cloud with a beautiful double kill, and he self-destructs. He's also the first to be eliminated. I smell trouble for Team RPG. Kirby and Ike with 2 stocks apiece. Both teams will be moving on to winner semifinals. We have one more match left in winners quarterfinals, Furry Fandoms, Double Trouble, Team Hercules, and Indie Icons, but only 2 of these teams will be moving on. Incineroar and Ryu both falling short with their recoveries there. Incineroar somehow dying there. And Ryu getting the spike. Incineroar, the first to be knocked out. Steve holding on to that last stock for so long. He's at 243, but it's enough to put him through to the next round. Ryu with an impressive 6 KOs, and with that, we come to the end of the winners quarterfinals. Just 2 matches left for today. We started with 24 teams in the winner's side, we're currently at 8, and we're about to be at 4. Stick around, the first winner semifinal matchup is starting right now. It's the Legends, Mecha Team, Team Genesis, and Girl Power. For anyone who's a lifelong Smash fan, this stage is sure to bring back memories. I know it does for me. Oh, unfortunate. Zero Suit Samus the first to be knocked out as she self-destructs on her last stock. Mewtwo still with all 3 stocks. It's a battle for second place between the Legends and Mecha Team. Before we get into our final match, just a quick thank you to all of our watchers and all of our supporters. You are what makes this possible, so thank you. The last match of the day. Battling it out is Indie Icons, Puffball Collective, Team Hercules, and Fire Emblem. And just a reminder, all 24 teams are still in this competition since it's a double elimination tournament. Ryu with the footstool, and that is it for Fire Emblem in the winner's side. Ryu finally going down to Kirby. And what a finishing sequence from Cuphead, making a statement as they go into winners finals. Before we wrap up today, let's take one more look at the bracket. Just 4 teams remaining in the winner's side. Everybody else moving down to the loser's side. Lots of exciting matches to come. Make sure to join us next time. Thank you all for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Follow us on Twitter so you never miss an update. And subscribe to join the Smash Bros. Olympics community. That's all for today. Until next time.